100 foods to eat before you die. I've been traveling and eating all around the world, and here are the 100 foods you need to eat before you die. And these are in no particular order, so add them to your food bucket list. Number 22, Picard. Ah, this is so beautiful. This whole area, so incredibly pretty. Hey guys, Mike Chen here in Paris, France, and lunch today is right by these magnificent historical structures at Picard. And if you don't know what Picard is, it's very interesting. In a city where people are obsessed with food and fresh ingredients, it's a store full of all frozen foods that apparently taste amazing. And there's a whole section where you can heat up your food, a bunch of microwaves, trash cans, water, cups, plates, where you can heat up your food and eat it in the store. There's so many options. Mini burgers, salmon, seafood. There's dim sum, yakitori skewers, pizza. There's also vegetables. This is getting really difficult. I have no idea what to get right now. Wow, desserts here are incredible. All sorts of stuff. Whoa, look how beautiful this is. It's a potted plant dessert. This looks like a whole cake. Holy moly. Oh yeah, we got a lot of food, so this place is getting crowded, so I'm gonna just microwave it and see if we can take it outside and eat. All right, here's some things I learned. First of all the food there looks incredible. I feel like if I'm just living in Paris, I would just go eat there every single meal. It's very affordable. The microwave dishes are about €3. Some of the bigger ones, about 5, 6. The microwaves are in there, but when it comes lunchtime, it is gonna get packed. So there's so many people in there. You buy your spoon and forks at the counter for about 50 cents. And so what we're doing is we're microwaving it from that store and just eating it here, because there's tables, there's benches. You're by the Pantheon, it's gorgeous. First two dishes I got is the cheeseburger and the beef dish. Little cheeseburgers, look at this. This is probably the most adorable little burgers I've ever seen in my life. On a sesame bun. Oh my gosh, this is so adorable. Some ketchup on here, a little slice of cheese. It's like one bite. You guys might not believe me. It's not a bad little burger. Beef patty is delicious. It's not obviously not gonna be like a super juicy patty, I don't think, but the beef is tender. The flavor is incredible. Very beefy, a little onion flavor. It's cheesy, it's got ketchup. Pop in your mouth, you're gonna feel pretty happy about it. This is the beef bourguignon dish. I know I'm butchering that. This took a while to microwave. And they give you plates, so you can take this out of the packaging and microwave it. It's a very classic beef dish. I think that's freaking delicious. The meat is extremely tender. The sauce is rich, it's decadent. The flavor is deep, it's earthy. I mean, for something that came out of a microwave, this is pretty darn amazing. The only thing I wish I had some rice to go with this dish. Maybe I'll just use one of my little mini burgers. Like a mini burger. Dunk it in that delicious sauce. I hope I didn't just offend French people everywhere, but I thought that was pretty darn good. Round 2, pork filet mignon in some kind of mustard sauce. In the other dish, cassoulet, which is white beans baked with meat. Look at this dish. Pork tenderloin, some kind of mustard sauce. Next to some pasta. Give that a good mix. Look at all the mustard seed that's on this pasta. I can smell the mustard. I never had a mustard sauced pasta before. I don't know what to say. If I went into a restaurant and I ordered this dish and they served it for me, like all microwaved, put it on a nicer plate, I would still be like, wow, that's an amazing dish. I'm coming back tomorrow for this dish again, but I haven't tasted pork yet. This pasta is incredible. It's very al dente. I thought the mustard was gonna be pretty overwhelming. Not at all. The sauce is rich, it's thick. The pork is tender. The beet is trying to kill me or take a bite of this, one of those two. The mustard perfectly balances out the fattiness from the pork. This is an incredible plate of pasta. I can't believe this came out of a microwave. I would happily eat stuff like this whenever I'm in Paris. Mind-blowingly good. This is the cassoulet. Never had this before. White bean stew with different types of meat. I see pork belly here. I see a sausage here. White beans. I think, yeah, this is a piece of duck here. Ooh, the beans are deliciously creamy. The meat tastes like they've been stewed for hours. Just falling apart, especially the pork belly and sausage. Oh, duck too. Oh, everything just comes apart so easily. The sauce is a little tomatoey, very starchy. These beans are really, really, really starchy. Oh, the duck is awesome. Every protein in here is incredibly well cooked, and the flavor really has steeped into, of course, all the beans, the meat. Once you add it to the sauce, still retains its own flavor. The beans are very starchy. My goodness, wow. The consistency is almost like mashed potatoes. I like the pasta better just because I like pasta more than beans, but this is pretty darn good. So this one, I think it's a mozzarella ball covered in truffle. Just had to microwave for about 1.5 minutes. This was supposed to be in the microwave for another minute. That's still good. I gotta run back in there and give this a little more time. This next one is a chicken pasta with 3 cheese sauce. I made a little mistake. I thought these were scallops because they look like scallops on the picture. Obviously, I don't know the French word for scallops or chicken, but now I know. But I think after this, I'll at least master the different proteins in French. These pasta dishes are all so good. They're so good. I mean, for the price, the quality you're getting, there's nothing like back home where a microwave pasta is gonna taste all soggy and it kind of falls apart like powder in your mouth. I kid you not, these pasta dishes, the €3 I spent on this, taste about 100 times better than what I got in Olive Garden for about 25 bucks. The sauce is creamy. The chicken actually tastes like chicken. I mean, this country, frozen food doesn't really lose any of the quality. It's just freaking masterful. I'm gonna finish this and go microwave my mozzarella balls a little more. Okay, mozzarella balls. Whew. Oh, yeah, now they're melted. Might have done a little too much with this. Oh my gosh, they exploded. That's a little tragic, but this is what they look like. Little truffle, mozzarella, cheese balls. Oh. These are so awesome. If you love truffle and you love cheese, you will absolutely adore these. Just don't microwave it as long as I did so the cheese doesn't all explode and leak everywhere. I think the bottom ones haven't exploded. Oh yeah, this is a fully loaded cheese ball. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Also, I got this. This is an appetizer sampler platter. Oh, look at this. And they're all in their own individual little cups. These you don't have to microwave, you just have to defrost. I microwaved a little bit because they were frozen blocks of ice. And these are just supposed to kind of let it sit out until it melts. I feel like I didn't microwave these enough. Yeah, that's still a solid block of ice right there. All right, I think I'm gonna have to take this one back with me and just let it sit in the fridge for a while and just kind of defrost that way. I think this has melted enough. This is, you're supposed to let it sit out for about 2 hours. It's a mixture of desserts. Oh, wow. Okay, this still looks relatively intact. Yeah, this has definitely melted. So this was sitting in the sun for about an hour. I think this is a little lemon tart. Lemon meringue tart, that's delicious. Crunchy meringue, creamy lemon with a delicious cake on the bottom. This looks like some kind of caramel chocolate cake that stole one of the lemon meringues. What a thief you are. That might just be the best thing in here. Chocolate mousse, delicious cake, caramel, crunchy nuts. That was outstanding. Let's keep going. Oh, that's so good too. I think that's some sort of chocolate puff. Again, with crunchy nuts on the outside. This looks like a raspberry tart. I think with raspberry mousse in the middle. Ooh, that's sour. Best thing is this multi-layered cake for sure. This is just amazing. The crunch of the caramel is just so subtle and gentle. That whole thing is just pure addiction. I'm literally surrounded by the Pantheon right over there. Saint-Étienne du Mont. I'm sorry for butchering the pronunciation. I'm sitting here eating frozen food that tastes like it came out of a restaurant. This is such an amazing experience. I feel like this place, if you just somehow buy this in bulk and just have a bunch of microwaves, you could possibly open a good quality French restaurant in many parts of the world. Anyway, I'm gonna bring the rest home. I'm gonna try it out later and then get some stuff for tomorrow's breakfast. Back in my neighborhood. It's almost dinner time, so I'm gonna stop by the local Picards by the Airbnb and see what we can pick up for dinner. And all the Picards are different sizes. Sometimes they have different items. Let's see what this place has. I mean, you really could get a whole meal from this place. There's wine, water, so much ice cream. So much ice cream. Lava cake. Good morning. Yesterday, completely just fell asleep. So let's continue the eating at about 7 o'clock in the morning. So these are the 3 little appetizers that all you had to do was just put it into the fridge and let it defrost. And while I'm doing this, I got something cooking in the microwave. These 3, one of them is, this is quinoa with mango and passion fruit juice, smoked salmon, horseradish cream cheese. Then we got, oh wow, duck foie gras with apple pear crumble with gingerbread on the bottom. And then finally, lentils with crunchy carrots, hummus and peas, and soy sauce. These are pretty fancy little appetizers. Start with the salmon. This is freaking crazy. Both from flavor, texture, everything. It's just ridiculous. This is a 10 out of 10 little cup of food. I mean, everything about this, from the deliciously fresh salmon that pairs so well with the fruit juices, to the little chewy grains and the delicious aromatic herbs. This is a rock star of a dish. This is the lentils, hummus, and soy sauce. Tastes pretty much just like a carrot salad with hummus on top. This one is just okay. This one is interesting. Foie gras with fruit on top. This is awesome. The apple peach crumble just melts in your mouth. The foie gras, obviously, that's pretty much just butter. It's just a little savory, it's fruity, it's extremely melty. Then you got all that nice crumble at the bottom for a little textural difference. It's freaking incredible. Again, something that I would have been extremely happy with if I was served that as a dessert at a really nice restaurant. Comes as a frozen food package. My risotto's ready. Wow, this is a really pretty dish. This thing has shrimp, spinach, little chilies on top, I think. The shrimp looks beautifully plump. The color's wonderful. Spinach looks great. Mix this up. Comes in a nice little bowl. Another thing I'll say about these frozen meals, whatever the instruction says to do, it's pretty much on point. From someone who pretty much grew up on TV dinners, this is not an exaggeration. Whenever you heat one of them up, like it's one part will be frozen, the other part will be boiling hot. This is perfect. And the risotto is perfect as well. Creamy, the rice doneness is awesome. The shrimp though is a little dry. That might just be because it was the one on top. Well, ones on bottom are plump and delicious. It's not my favorite frozen meal from Picard's because I feel like the rice, it is a little more broken down than I would like, but not bad. So Picard's also has a healthy section. So this next one is from that section. So this is quinoa with salmon with raspberry sauce and a vegetable puree. It's definitely one of the most prettiest meals I've gotten from Picard. Oh, look at how juicy. Oh, the salmon is. Wow. This looks perfectly cooked too. Look at that middle. That's just a perfect doneness for salmon. This is crazy good. The salmon is just absolutely perfection. This is crazy. I love salmon, I do. The quinoa is out of this world. How is this so freaking good? It's citrusy, It's flavored perfectly. It's got a great chew. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's a little bit of tomatoes in here. Wow. Haven't even touched the vegetable puree yet. Let's get this involved. A little vegetable puree, a little salmon, a little quinoa. Oh yeah. Wow. This is one of my favorite dishes from Picard. This is amazing. The vegetable puree pretty much tastes almost like a mashed potato of sorts. Little beautifully cooked fish, citrusy quinoa. That is just an awesome bite. Actually, this might be my favorite meal from Picard that I've tried so far. And this is healthy. I eat this every single day. If I lived here, my freezer would just be stocked full of this and that mustard pasta, but mostly full of this. Oh, and those little appetizers. That'd just be a lot of stuff from Picard. All right, got one more pasta dish. This is truffle pasta. Oh, that's yummy. Just like the last pasta I tried, the pasta itself is cooked really, really well from the microwave. Nice and chewy, great texture. It's creamy, big truffle flavor. Also, look at this. I mean, you can see the bits of truffle on the pasta, so it's not just cheap truffle oil. They actually put real truffle in this frozen dish. And it's freaking delicious. I'm so impressed by this. It feels like, eating this feels like the first time I was in Asia eating a 7-Eleven meal. The same type of astonishment, because again, I grew up on the Hungry Man's. My freezer used to be full of those because my parents would be working a lot. I would always be home alone. That's what I ate for years growing up. Ain't taste nothing like this. Only thing I'm mad about, this Airbnb doesn't have an oven. There's so many great oven options. I bet you those will come out even better. All right, one last thing I gotta try. I had to get this cake. I mean, I couldn't resist it. It just looks so beautiful. It's vanilla mousse cake with white chocolate. So at some point, this box was kind of flipping upside down and turning every which way. I was kind of worried that this cake might not make it, but look at this. Didn't fully make it, but I was riding on a scooter for about 20 minutes trying to get this home. Okay, well, it doesn't look exactly like the box, but look at all the layers that's in this cake. Vanilla mousse, a layer of cookies, white chocolate shell, raspberries. Oh, this whole outside pot is white chocolate. So you can just cut directly into this. Oh, this is really creamy. Really, really creamy. It's magnificent. This is not an ice cream cake. You can see the layers of cake with fruit jam in the middle. It's fruity, it's creamy. The cake is delicious. What an awesome way to finish this meal. Frozen food, like I said already, in France, this is so impressive. Like, to be able to have this stuff in the fridge that tastes, a lot of it tastes like restaurant quality goods. This is so intriguing. I don't think I've ever, like, after I stopped eating all those Hungry Man's, like, I never really missed it. This, I would miss this. I already missed the salmon and the quinoa. I wish I had another one of those. Anyway, if you are ever in this country, you want some affordable food that tastes absolutely amazing, Picard's the way to go. Especially if you're staying long term, that's an amazing place. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.